Hello everyone, I'm glad you could join me today. This is Let's Do Yoga with Joanne and I'm Joanne. Before we even get into it, just a quick reminder, if you wind up in a pose that is causing real pain, then just back out of it and join us in the next one. A little discomfort, but not pain. We don't need to go there at all. Okay, we're going to begin with a breathing exercise. It's called stuttered breathing. And so on our inhale, for 3 stops, it'll be inhale, stop, inhale, stop, inhale, stop, and then a full exhale. And then we'll go for 4, and then we'll go for 5. At any time, if you feel dizzy, just stop and breathe normally and wait for us. We'll be done soon. All right. Inhale, stop, inhale, stop, inhale, stop, and exhale fully. Inhale, stop, inhale, stop, inhale, stop. One more, stop, and exhale fully. We're going to go for 5. Inhale, stop, inhale, stop, inhale, stop, inhale. That's 4. Inhale, that's 5. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. All right, so let's begin. So this yoga session, chair assisted yoga session, is going to focus a fair bit on leg strength and on balance. I just read, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that 80%, 75 to 80% of the emergency room visits by seniors is due to falls, from falling. So, as our care home numbers exceed care home space, as the senior numbers exceed the space available to us, we are staying home alone more and more. We need to work hard on our balance. So today we have a balance portion that will challenge you. All right, let me know if it doesn't challenge you. I'd be curious. Okay, so I want to do hip circles. I want to try and strengthen up those hips, but I'm going to take it from the belly dancing book and leave my shoulders solid. My shoulders and my torso are not going to move. This is going to stay solid. So I have to use my belly band muscles, my abdominal muscles, and my buttocks to try and move my hips. So it kind of looks like this. You're kind of tilting forward, and then you go to the side, take it to the side, and then back, and then the other side, and then tilting forward. So don't get discouraged if it's kind of tough. Let's just try that one more time, same direction. So I'm going to take it to the side and then back. I'm trying really hard not to move my shoulders, to the other side and forward, and then take those circles in the other direction. So I'm going to come to the side and back, to the side and forward. You can see my knees moving, but as long as my shoulders stay, do it one more time. As long as my shoulders stay, then I'm being successful. Good. Okay, so that's already. Let's do a bit of a seated flow. I'm going to move forward on my chair, and my arms are down by my side. It is on the inhale, exhale, and if you find that's just too much, don't worry about the inhale, exhale. Just follow the movements, okay? We'll see where we get to. So inhale, looking forward, straight at me. Exhale, the left ear comes towards the left shoulder. It might look different to you. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, bring the right arm down. Inhale, lift that head straight up. Exhale, the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, the left arm down. Inhale, coming into those goalpost arms. So it's a chest opener. Bring those arms behind you if you can. Exhale, try and touch those elbows in front if you can. Inhale, bringing them back once more, and then exhale, bring those hands down, but we're not done. On the inhale, I want just the shoulders to come back. So can you isolate those shoulders and bring them back and inhale? And then on the exhale, bring them forward. So it's a big shoulder movement, okay? Inhale the arms straight out at the sides. Move, open up those knees, and exhale, bringing the hands forward towards the floor. So if you need to get up and grab a couple of books, if this is too deep a stretch for you and you need to build it up, then you just put us on pause and go get that if you need it. Otherwise, inhale the right arm up and exhale it down. Inhale the left arm up and exhale it down. Inhale, coming into that upright seated position, and exhale, bringing those arms to your sides. Immediately we go again. So, all right, so it's inhale forward, exhale left ear to left shoulder. This time, inhale and try and lift that right arm all the way up, and exhale, bringing it all the way down. Inhale, bring that head up, looking forward. Exhale, bringing that arm all the way up and over, and then bringing that arm all the way down. Inhale, lifting and looking forward. Okay, so we want to do the shoulders from here. So, the goalpost from here. So it's an inhale, and we want to take those arms to open up the chest. So inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale the arms down. Okay, so here's where we come into those shoulders back. The inhale, you bring those shoulders back. That opens up this lung area. Exhale, you empty it out, and there you can kind of round the back a little bit. Inhale, the arms come up to shoulder height. Exhale, bring them both down to the floor. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale it down. Inhale the left hand up and exhale it down. Inhale, coming seated upright. Exhale those hands down. Last time, one more. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale, the right hand up. Exhale, the right hand down. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, the left arm comes all the way down. And inhale, looking forward. Pardon me. I suddenly have a sneeze. That's funny. Okay, exhale. Inhale, bring those arms up for goalpost. Exhale, bring those elbows together. Inhale, open that up. And exhale, bring those hands all the way down. We want to bring the shoulders back. So it's inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, shoulders forward. Inhale, arms are shoulder height. Exhale, bring them towards the floor. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the right arm down. Inhale the left arm up. And exhale the left arm down. Inhale and come up. So somehow my sneeze disappeared. It was like right there, and then it disappeared. We're going to come into a chair-assisted standing portion. There's just a bit of work, and then we'll do some balance. Actually, maybe I'll put this at an angle so you can see me a little better. So we often take tabletop. Tabletop looks just like this. The wrists are under the shoulders. My ankles are under my hips. And they're not way back or like too close, but just right under those hips, so that somebody could come along and, put something on the tabletop, which is my back. Okay. We just want to do one cat-cow while we're here. So it's an inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, round the back. Okay, I lied. We'll do a second one. Maybe being careful of that lower back. For some people, dropping the belly doesn't work. So just looking forward if that's better for you, or dropping the belly if it works. Otherwise, exhale and round the back and tuck the tailbone. Good. Come into a neutral tabletop. Take those feet wide apart. All right. Guaranteed you took those feet wide apart within your comfort zone. So I want you to just open that up like a hair. So you're going to move those feet apart 1 hair more, no more than that. Okay, we don't want to endanger anyone, but if you do everything in your comfort zone, it's pretty hard to improve. All right, so from here, I want to do what in yoga, in mat yoga, is called Skandasana. Ours is a modified form. So I want the toes to point out and the heels to point in. And I bet you can feel a bit of a stretch already in that inner groin. Keeping those hands on the chair to help support you. You can bend that left knee. The left knee is going to travel towards the toes of that left foot, but not past. And that really straightens out. If you can see, my right leg gets really straightened out. Okay? And I'm going to hold that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come back into that neutral position. And we'll take it to the right hand side. So now my right knee is going to travel a little bit towards my right toes. And I'm stretching out the inner thigh on the left side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we can come out of that. Okay, we want to come into the supported goddess. So I am going to bring those feet in a little bit more, because goddess, normally we don't have our feet this wide apart. So I brought mine in at least 1 inch, maybe 2. So you'll know once you've tried it once where you want your feet to be. I want to reach for the ground with my butt, trying to kind of straighten with my back. So if you use the chair for support, and if you want to, you can come in even closer so that it looks more like this, and the chair is helping you. Now to stand up and come into a modified star, we want to, because it's a leg strengthener, we want to try and push ourselves up without the help of our hands to get up, and then do that big wide stretch. And then we come back into that goddess. Go ahead and reach for the chair. When you come out of it, get light on the hands to come out. Come back into that goddess. This is our last time, you'll be happy to know. And then come back out of that goddess and come out of that totally. Okay, so you can probably feel the quads are talking. You don't want to do too many of those, or literally you can get a bit stiff and sore, and there's no point to that. No point to getting stiff and sore. All right, so we will be doing a bit of a reach and then a jiva squat. So I'll show you that first. Don't attempt it yet. Just watch what we're going to do. And then you'll know where each step will go, and you'll be more ready for it. So I begin by putting all my weight into one leg, finding something to stare at 45 degrees ahead of me. And then I bring the one foot out to the side. And you can see I've lifted it. Maybe you will stay here and you're hanging onto the chair. Maybe you'll get light on the fingertips, but have to stay with that foot on the floor. Maybe you'll play with lifting it up. But here's what happens after that. So here's where I am. I want to bring that behind me, set it down, tuck the back knee behind the front knee, like so, and then squat like I'm going to sit in a chair. So at that point, you might be hanging on super tight, or maybe you can release. Maybe you can lift that back toe off the floor. So there's a whole bunch of places where you can play with your balance. And I'm sure you've heard me say this before. You want to get frustrated. Like really, you want to get mad at me for doing this exercise. You want that frustration. That means that you're actually really working hard on your balance, and that's a good thing. All right, so I'm going to begin by hanging onto the chair, finding something to stare at. My left foot comes out, my toe is touching the floor. I might want to reach, or I might want this at my hip. I'm going to lift that toe off the floor. That in itself is hard work for the right buttock. Then I'm going to swing that behind me, that foot, and tuck it in. So it looks like that. Tuck it in. Try and sit down a little bit. Maybe my foot stays on the floor. Maybe I'll lift it up. Maybe I play with getting light on my fingers, but one thing is for sure, my right leg is getting really tired. So I lift up, swing around, and put it down and say, thank goodness that side is done. Let's try the other side. I'm going to maybe do the angle thing, then you can see it all, I hope. Okay. So I'm going to begin by staring at something that doesn't move. Don't choose the family dog because he's going to get up and walk away, and then there you'll be. So I'm hanging on tight. My right foot comes out to the side. All my weight is in the left leg. I'm going to lift that right foot off the floor. I might get my hand off the chair. I might get to a fingernail. I might have to hang on. It all depends on you. I bring that right foot behind, place it down on the floor. Make sure I've got that I'm stable. And then I might pick it off the floor so that I can tuck it in behind the other knee. Maybe I have to hang on with both hands. Maybe I can release. Maybe I can have to do the finger tap millisecond release. One thing is for sure, that left leg is getting tired. So I'm going to stand up, take that right foot out of there and replace it. Your homework this week, should you choose to take it, is to use your kitchen counter and revisit that balance, okay? Let's do a simple sun salutation just to close off, and it always feels good to do that. Again, I'll have this at an angle. So we're facing the seat of our chair, and I want to grab my mountain first, so I'll talk you through that. My toes come up, and then suction cup down, and then I kind of glue those feet onto the ground. Tighten my calves, lift those kneecaps, tighten the thighs and the butt. I want to bring some tension into that belly band between the belly button and the pelvis. And then with my elbows, I'm going to bring my elbows back and down, and I can feel my shoulder blades traveling down my spine. My hands are open towards the front. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale those arms all the way up. Hands come together, then they come through heart center on your exhale, reaching for the seat of the chair. You can bend your elbows a little bit, coming into full forward fold. But on your inhale, immediately straighten those elbows. You don't ever want to stay with your head below your heart. Exhale, you can bend those elbows. The arms come out to the side. And inhale, coming all the way back up to tall mountain. Exhale, bringing those hands to heart center. And have a seat. So that was a really hard balance, by the way. So if you were frustrated, that's a good thing. Oh, my goodness. I can actually feel that. I have to look at my notes here. There they are. We want to do a torso circle. So before we kept the shoulders steady and we moved the hips. This time we're keeping the hips solid. They're glued in that chair. And we want to lean forward, straight back. So no rounding, straight back, leaning forward. And then I'm going to come to the side and back and the other side and forward. I'm going to do that 3 times in that direction. So I'm on number 2 and number 3. And then when I get to the front, I'm just going to take it to the other direction. So 1 and 2 and 3. And then let's just add a genie twist here. So genie is where I grab both elbows, and the elbows are out in front of me. Not quite shoulder height, that's pretty high, just maybe chest height. Inhale forward. I'm going to turn to the side, and I'm going to do that in 2 exhales. So it's exhale, stop, exhale, turn all the way. Inhale forward. Let's go to the other side, and it's exhale, stop, exhale, Turn as far left as you can, and then inhale forward, or whichever direction you are going. And again, inhale, exhale to the side, exhale some more to the side. Inhale forward. Exhale to the side, exhale further to the side. Inhale forward. And exhale to the side, exhale to the side, inhale forward, exhale to the side, exhale to the side, and inhale forward. So if you stuck with me through that whole class, that's pretty good. You might feel that on your legs. Push yourself back into your chair. If you enjoyed this video, if you got something out of it, please tap like or share or subscribe, and then it'll get out to more people. All right. And I'm going to push my lower back into the chair. That's my signal to my body that it's time to relax, and your body does respond to that. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're slowly going to tighten up every part of our body. Inhale and tighten the toes and the feet. Keep them tight. Exhale. Inhale. Tighten the calves and the thighs and the butt on your inhale. Exhale, keeping it all tight. Inhale. Tighten that belly band. Everything is now tight, and exhale. Make a fist, inhale, and tighten the forearms and the upper arms. And when you're ready, exhale and release it all of it. Just let it kind of flop. That was a fairly challenging session, I think. So release your lower jaw from your upper jaw. Just take a moment to relax your cheeks and your facial muscles, those tight muscles around the eyes. Inhale once more. And on the exhale, you can slowly open your eyes. If you're new to my channel, or any channel for yoga, namaste means loosely, it means I see the light in you and I bow to that light that is you. Okay, so may your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.